What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Most of you by now have heard about the story of Tanda God. This was a young and vibrant woman out of Oakland, California. Her real name was Aliana Green, and she had made some national exposure by saying that she deleted her ex-boyfriend in some level of a fight, self-defense. So she was saying that she shot him, and then she went around making a myriad of diss records about this person. Although none of us knew who the guy was. And, once this story came out and she passed away, people were believing that her death was because of a vengeance to that, right? Now, I was looking for the story, and when I came across her news clip, this is what I found.
An East Bay rapper killed over the weekend, and her friends say she was shot while attending an event at a beauty shop in Oakland. New at 6, KTVU's Crystal Bailey joins us now with more details on her life and what led up to that shooting. Crystal?
Well, the victim is known as Tanda God, a rapper with more than 20,000 followers on Instagram and a bright future ahead of her. According to the people who knew her, they say the young entrepreneur and music artist was passionate about her music, and they never saw this coming.
A woman shot dead in broad daylight.
Yeah, everybody talked and hide behind the cars and stuff.
It was supposed to be a celebration. Glamour Beauty Supply on Telegraph in Oakland was hosting a grand opening on Saturday. The historic beauty shop closed back in May but was under new ownership. Friends identified the woman killed as Aliana Green, known as Oakland rapper Tanda God. The new owner of the shop, who declined an interview, says he invited the well-known Oakland rapper to the event because she was a supporter of black-owned businesses. This is video from her Instagram. She was promoting the grand opening and having a meet and greet with fans.
She was performing there, and this guy with the hoodie just walks in through that gate and just started shooting.
I hear some shots, right? So the shots I thought was just part of the music, the performance, and then I heard 3 really loud shots.
Vincent, who works the donut shop next door, says people came into his shop for cover from the gunfire. Police are tight-lipped about what led to the shooting, but friends of the rapper, who were too scared to speak on camera, tell us they think she was targeted, and witnesses agree.
He was targeting her only. I saw it. He wasn't shooting at everybody. He was just shooting at her.
So as you hear, a lot of the people did not want to cooperate with the police. And, I started doing my own research, and I found out that her story was not true. Tanda God did no such thing. I found a similar story of another woman. I believe it was in Contra Costa County or somewhere in Alameda County, but that was not her. The woman was much younger. So what it seems to me, she heard of another story and then ran with it and tried to get national clout off that story. Okay? So she was, not a woman that was shooting people, for what I can understand. However, there is this young man who was arrested, a young brother by the name of BNC for Nero. Okay. Now, this guy has 3 previous felony convictions, including a conviction for pimping women under the age of 18. Okay. Now, she was at Glamour Beauty Supply on July 14th. At 40th and Telegraph. She was there doing an appearance to help that beauty salon set up. And we don't really know what the motive is by the police. But I want to talk to a lot of young women today, and brothers too, because this is different in this generation, all right? When I was coming up, which was not so long ago, you would never hear somebody getting shot by the police. That's a woman for the most part. If that was to happen, that would be accidental. Okay. But it would never be like this. Like a female rapper is getting shot like men. This is something that is completely new for me. I'm pretty sure it's new for you. And what this has told me for these group of young guys who are further down the line in the millennial generation, is that these guys don't care. All right? These dudes look at women, some of them, as equal opportunity. And that is what is disturbing, but that is what women should understand. These guys come up from the 50-50 generation, and they also come from a level of equality, which means that, hey, if you the ops, you're not going to get a pass all the time because you're a female. You're not going to get a pass because you're a woman from some of these guys. And that's sickening, because even when I was coming up, in high school, women fighting, it might happen, but somebody would try to break it up. You don't want to see women fighting. I'm over here in Uganda. I never see women fighting. Now women fighting, hey, women out there shooting guns, gold teeth. That was coming up in my generation. I mean, doing drive-bys, the whole thing. So a lot of dudes is looking at these ladies like, all right, that's how you rocking? We rocking the same way. And ladies need to understand that's the culture for some of these dudes now. That's how it is. A lot of ladies are, complaining about, dudes going 50-50 just in relationships. Some of these dudes is looking to go 50-50 in other ways. And this is why I will say a lot of the situations when it comes to these women out there, in her case, it wasn't true. So, it wasn't like she got shot because of whatever. It could have been a crazy thing. We still don't know what the motive is. But the reality is that when you're putting yourself out there with the sharks or with the guys out there that's doing the dirty work in any kind of way, this is dangerous for sisters. When I see a lot of the sisters in today's world going hard in the paint, they have a certain level of masculinity like a man. It doesn't give a lot of the guys the impression of wanting to be very protective over women. When women really need, this is a woman that got killed. I don't care what she says. This is a woman. A lot of guys are looking at it like, well, she's fair game. And women need to understand this is the new world now. And a lot of that, okay, well, I'm still a woman. You respect me. You should still protect me and love me regardless of what I do. Those days are gone now. I really feel those days are gone now. Especially when you got a culture of, a lot of these young men now are taking drugs. You got that going on in the black community right now. A lot of the young men on pills. A lot of the young men just out of their mind. A lot of people just crazy straight up, and I would advise women to not be involved in these particular spaces. This kind of rap scene, we talk about smoking on packs and, you talking about, even playing like that. Stay away from that sort of stuff. And I hope a lot of the brothers is telling ladies this. Stay away from that stuff. Just stay away from that stuff. Nothing good is going to come out of it. You know what I mean? You're going to be a rapper? Okay, cool. Be a rapper about some of the female things going on right now or whatever, and kind of try to make sure that you stay in the femininity. But when you throw yourself in the realm of lyricals and lyrics about killers and dudes that's out there getting bodies, you playing with a lot. Even you got grown men that won't do that. And obviously, I'm just out of concern. I just hope that women just really, 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 really understand that a lot of guys just not there. A lot of brothers is not there. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.